You know that feeling, right? You're doing everything you're supposed to for your teeth. You brush, you floss, you use mouthwash, and yet every dental checkup feels like you're getting bad news. Well, let's dive into this because we're going to look at a source that suggests we might be thinking about oral hygiene completely backwards. And it all kicks off with this moment that I think is just so relatable. The story we're looking at starts right here, sitting in the dentist chair, getting a huge bill, and being told to just try harder with your hygiene, even though you're already doing everything you were taught. I mean, that's the real question, isn't it? Does this whole thing feel familiar? That feeling of being trapped in a cycle? You put in all the work, you buy all the right products, but the issues like plaque or sensitive gums, they just keep coming back.
It's this exact cycle, the one that's been drilled into us our whole lives. But according to the account we're digging into, it just wasn't cutting it. And this frustration is precisely what pushed the person in our source material to look for a totally different kind of answer.
And that brings us to this really fascinating and honestly kind of weird idea, the hygiene paradox. What if our obsession with getting our mouths squeaky clean is actually making things worse?
To even begin to get our heads around that, we have to talk about something called the oral microbiome. See, your mouth isn't a sterile place. It's actually a bustling little city, home to billions of bacteria. And here's the key. Just like in our gut, some of those bacteria are good guys, and you really, really need them. And here it is, the big aha moment from our source. The real secret to a healthy mouth isn't trying to kill everything in sight. It's not about sterilization. The goal is to cultivate a huge, thriving population of good bacteria that can protect you. So, if these good bacteria are our allies, what happens when our everyday routine declares war on them? This is where the source starts to take a hard look at a lot of the traditional products we use. It really boils down to two totally different mindsets. On one side, you have the traditional approach, which, according to the source, is basically a scorched earth policy. Kill everything, good and bad. But on the other side is this new idea. Don't kill. Instead, build up your army of good bacteria so they can naturally crowd out the bad ones. Okay, so if the problem is that we've wiped out our good bacteria, the solution seems pretty straightforward, right? We need to put them back. And this leads us to what the source calls the probiotic approach for your mouth. And we are not talking about a small change here. To give you an idea of the scale we're talking about, the source throws out this number, 3.5 times billion. That's how many beneficial bacteria it claims are packed into a single dissolving candy. The whole idea is to completely flood your oral ecosystem with reinforcements. And it's not just a random mix of germs either. The source is very specific about the strains it uses. You've got Lactobacillus parexii, which is said to be great for your gums and even your sinuses. Then there's B. lactis BLO4, which helps balance everything out and supports your immune system, and Lactobacillus reuteri, which apparently helps with inflammation. Now, the theory is one thing, but what actually happened? Does it work? Well, the source material follows a 90-day personal test that ends with a dental visit that sounds, well, completely different from the one at the start. So you can picture the journey, right? You start at step 1, the old, frustrating appointment with all the bad news. Then comes step 2, this 90-day experiment, just 1 tablet a day. And it leads to step 3, a brand new kind of checkup, one where the dentist finds minimal plaque and healthy gums. What a difference. And this, for me, is the real clincher. Because it's one thing for you to feel like things are better, but when your dentist, the actual professional who was giving you grief before, turns around and asks you for your secret, that's when you know something significant has changed. And it wasn't just about the praise from the dentist. The source lists a whole bunch of other benefits a person noticed. Their mouths just felt cleaner. Their breath was fresh all day long. Their teeth started to look whiter, naturally. And, maybe best of all, the bleeding gums completely stopped. So, as we wrap this up, it all kind of boils down to this one big question. Could focusing on our oral microbiome be the next major leap in dental health? The experience we talked about today really makes you think. It suggests that maybe the key isn't about what we aggressively remove from our mouths, but about the good things we intentionally put back in.